Okay, this is Professor Conkle. This is a Q&A for CIS180, and I just want to give an introduction first to the course. It's online, and it's ready to go on Eagle right now. And the course basically goes over how to create Windows applications and using Visual Studio 2015 Community Edition. The textbook this semester is for 2010, but the steps that's in the text should not conflict at all with the application. Some of the menus look a little bit different in 2015 and 2010, but besides that, we should be okay. This first week, basically, you're going to go over installing Visual Studio. Make sure and go over the week 1 task. I'll show you what the page looks like if you haven't been there already. Let me flip the. So here is the week 1 start here. And basically you're going to click on that start here. And there is a list of items that you need to complete. I do have a short podcast to go over general overview of the course, and so make sure to avail yourself to one task. You'll be doing some reading, some watching a podcast, also downloading and installing Visual Studio Community Edition. Make sure and read the notes I put underneath that'll help you install it. And if you do have any questions, I'll go back to the home page to where you can click on General Chat, Live Chat, or Periscope, or you can email me. Just take any questions you might have. You can just post them below. If you are okay thus far on the course, as far as getting everything started, you can tap the screen on Periscope and it will show hearts on my end. That way I know that you're okay and that you're doing pretty good as far as getting it started. So if you don't want to type anything, if you don't have any questions, again, you can just tap the screen on the Periscope app, even if you're watching us after the 3 to 3:15 time frame, and I can answer any questions for you even after that. So let me get back to my script here, so I'll stay on task. Textbook, again, in the bookstore there is plenty of textbooks left. If you've not yet purchased your textbook, make sure and do that. The first week you're just getting started. You're not really getting into the text as far as for assignments yet. You're going to do a simple hello program to begin the course, but besides that, you'll be using the video I created to get started. But let's talk about the podcast. A podcast basically is an introduction I'll do each week. That'll be posted on Eagle on the main page for that week, the task page. And then also there's another podcast that's already finished for the semester. I've already done them all. That goes over the assignment for each one of the week's chapters. And basically what I do is tell students to watch the podcast, both the introduction for that week, do your reading for the chapter, go over all the review questions, and do the quiz, which the quiz is a simple 10-question quiz that goes over the chapter in the book. It is an open book quiz. You can take it up to 3 times, and you get the best score out of 3. But once you've done all that, then and only then do I recommend going into the assignment. There is completed assignments that you can look at in Eagle, and I'll show you that in just a second. But basically in Eagle, at the very bottom, there's a section in the modules to go to the completed assignments. And so let me show you that real quick. I'll get it there and then I'll flip the camera over. Again, if you have any questions while I'm getting there on the computer, you can post them below, or if you don't have any issues and you're doing okay so far, which I notice a lot of you have already posted that you've completed the installation. Just go ahead and tap the screen. That way I can see some hearts showing up. The more hearts I see, the better I know that you're understanding the course thus far. I see some hearts there, so thank you. Let me make sure I can also see any questions, make sure I'm not hiding anything, so give me a second here. There we go. So we got Pedro, we got Greg that's on right now. So if you guys have any questions, you can definitely post them. Otherwise, thanks for the hearts. I'm going to go ahead and find the area I'm talking about for the assignments and podcast each week. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera to show you. So I'll use the example of week 2 here. I'm going to click on week 2, which is next week. And there is in week 2 what's called course success. And course success basically goes, and each week I have a course success link, which tells you what to do about reading the chapter, watching a podcast, downloading what's called program solution. That's important. Program solution is a completed program each week of what your app should look like. You should carve out at least 5 to 6 hours each week to do your programming. Some of you might realize you don't need that long of a time, but that's what I recommend. If you get stuck on something, I suggest to read the chapter again, that section you're having an issue with. Take a break, walk around, watch a movie, play a game, do something, take a break, and then come back to it. And a lot of times that will help. Now, only ask for help if you've done A, B, and C on number 4 there. If you've done A, B, and C on number 4, then you can email me, send me your project in a compressed format, and in the body of the email, tell me what's going on. But let me show you a podcast example here for week 2. When you load it, it's going to go into a new screen, and then here's where you'll play the podcast. This is an intro to week 2. So I suggest watching that each week. And let me go into the reading, which is the next one after the intro each week. Just go through all the slides there for the reading. Week 2 looks like it has 70 pages, which most of it is pictures and images, so not a lot of reading there. There's a quiz, 3 attempts on the quiz. And then finally, here is the assignment page. The assignment page will always have a podcast, but I also want to highlight here the program solutions, where it says download, run, and see code. I'll click on that. And each week has a link to the program solutions. You'll go to the program solutions, and it's going to load into a external page, which you'll see has all the program solutions starting with week 2 through week 14. So when you download these and run them in your Visual Studio environment, it'll show you the end result example, that way you have something to go with before you begin your app development. So I'm going to go back to the assignment page real quick. And highlight something here. We have to be done by 3:15 because we have another Periscope going on then. So we just have a few minutes here, but I wanted to highlight one thing here. Inside of each assignment for each week, there is a challenge. So week 2, which is next week, not this week, but next week, it says complete the case project, Castle's Ice Cream Parlor in Chapter 1, pages 76 and 77. The program's created from scratch and there's no solution to start with. The reason I mention that is there's some weeks that you will start with a solution from the data files that you download in week 1, which is in the Getting Started. Those data files include all the chapter examples, and some of those examples are needed to start your assignment. But in week 2, there's not. But I do want to highlight here the 20 points extra. Each week you will be given the opportunity to add extra to your app, be, creativity, like different colors, readability, formatting, pictures, etc. If you do add extra things to your app, I highlight it in bold each week to add a message on what you added for extra credit when you upload it. If I don't see the message, you will not get the extra 20 points. So make sure when you upload your assignments each week, you put in the message what you did. Now I do have in here each week as well, under each week's assignment, we'll have a thing called resources, and it'll have packaging and sending, and it'll also have the program solutions link. The packaging and sending shows you what you need to do to package and send your app. So make sure and read that starting each week when you do your assignment. So any questions, again, you can post on my email. You can email me. You can post on this course discussion, which there's a course discussion inside of our Eagle course page. And then I'm going to try to host a Periscope probably once a week. It'll only be for 10 or 15 minutes, but weekends tend to be better for online students and even face-to-face students, because most of you I know work through the week. And so it'll probably be on a Sunday afternoon for 10 or 15 minutes that hopefully will help you if you have any questions. These sessions are recorded, and so you can definitely watch them post-session if you miss one. But I look forward to a great semester, and if you have any questions, you can email me, you post in the course discussion, or click on the live chat. So let's have a great semester, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye-bye.